I am one with my I Am Presence and Holy Christ Self. My personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment. And I pull in my aura so it is fully contained within Metatron's cosmic egg. And I am now open and ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. There has been a request for guided meditations. And so I will be asking Christmas to do a video with a series of various meditations that you can then use and choose from. These meditations are intended to be done in silence for 15, 20, or 30 minutes each time, as you have the time available or as you make the time available to do them. But it is better that we do several meditations on a single video, because otherwise each meditation would be filled with much silent time, which is not necessary. So that video will be coming out shortly. For today, I wish to address some of the confusion that you may be experiencing in regard to feeling your I Am presence. Many of you are at the beginning of this awareness, and so you may not be aware of how your I Am presence, your divine self, presents itself to you. And so I will give you some general guidelines that you should look for in your experiencing of your divine self. The divine self needs to be integrated within the aligned and balanced totality of all of the different aspects of yourself. Your I Am presence is always attached to you, but independent of your consciousness and outside of your realm of experience, unless you invite it in and ground it within your being. Each time you experience any negative energies, regardless of how well you have grounded your I Am presence within you, it will leave your energy field. And at that point, it once again needs to be invited in and anchored within you. The I Am presence is not the same as the higher mental mind, nor is it the same as the Holy Christ Self. The Holy Christ Self is most similar to your soul and has all of your personal experiences registered within it. The I Am presence is that part of you that is always in divine perfection, always conscious of its oneness to God and of its being part of the greater whole that everything is. So, you invite first your I Am Presence to come within you. You may perceive it as an energy field coming over you from above you and encompassing your entire energy field. It penetrates every atom of your being, your physical body, and your aura as well. So when you begin to expand your consciousness so that you may perceive your I Am Presence, you will feel it everywhere, around and within you. You may feel a certain vastness. You may feel joy. You may feel a tingling sensation, a lightness, a vibrancy. You may simply feel an overwhelming peace. These are all different aspects of your I Am Presence, which you have to attune yourself to. These sensations will be very subtle and are easily missed in the beginning of this experience. But as you repeat this anchoring of your I Am Presence, the feeling will get stronger. It will be more easily identified. So that when you do your meditations and you anchor your I Am Presence within you, the I Am Presence will be that part of you that is the observer and that is watching the meditative process. The meditation itself will be guided by your higher mental body, your higher mind, or your higher self. This part of you thinks and has thoughts and activities, but they are all spiritually related. And it is your higher mental body that will be active during the meditation. For example, if your meditation is to receive light from the great central sun and direct it into the pineal gland, then it is your higher mental body that will be engaged in those thoughts. When thoughts come in to distract you, thoughts that are totally unrelated to the meditation, that is the functioning of the lower mind, the ego mind. This is the part of you that is most used to being in full control of your life. And so, when it perceives another activity going on, it rushes in order to receive part of that energy for its own workings. This we do not allow, beloveds. And so it is at that point that the higher mind must use its power of concentration to focus the attention, the awareness, back on the activity of the meditation. In this case, visualizing and thinking about the great central sun, bringing its light into the pineal gland. As you do your meditations, the I Am Presence, the higher mind, and the lower mind will all be present. You, as the master of your consciousness and being, always have the choice to be focused on one or more of these aspects at a time. When you begin to focus on the ego mind, you forget completely about the intended focus of the meditation. And you have lost the connection to receiving the light. You need not judge this in any way. Simply, when you become aware of it, return your consciousness to the I Am Presence and to the higher mind, and continue your meditation. Especially in the beginning, your consciousness will dance around and jump back and forth and be easily distracted. But that is okay. It is simply part of the process. So I ask that you do these meditations on a regular basis. Begin to learn to distinguish between the I Am Presence, the higher mind, and the lower mind, so that you can begin to give more power to the higher mind that will assist you in all of your meditations, and you will begin to familiarize yourself with the feeling of the I Am Presence within you. Beloveds, it is your I Am Presence that will guide you most perfectly through all the trials and events of the days to come. It is your own personal source of peace, wisdom, and power, and especially love. So take the time to do daily meditations, so that when you find yourself out in the world in a stressful situation, or in a situation where you don't know what to do, you will be able to easily make the contact with your higher self and your I Am Presence, and get all of the guidance that you need instantly in order to act the most harmoniously and to receive everything that you need in order to be in perfection regardless of your activities. This is very important, beloveds. You really need to take the time to identify with your I Am Presence. It is the part of you that is eternal. It is the part of you that is the source of all that is manifest in your being and in your world. It is a glorious, joyful, wonderful presence that needs to be invited into your being in order to be activated. All of the different parts of your light body that you are building now need to be reactivated each time you become disconnected through negative emotions, feelings, and thoughts. And so throughout the day, anytime you become aware that you are disconnected, simply reconnect, reactivate your spiritual light being. You will be glad you did, beloveds. I will stop here for today because this video has been filled with much important information that you may have to listen to several times in order to grasp fully all of the information that it contains. And do actively begin to feel and identify these different parts of your being. Thank you for listening to these videos. I love you and I bless you. I am Metatron.